Hi, One Viewer, how are you? This video is about me not wanting to have anything else left to do with the narcissist. My narcissist, his name is Rodrigo Alonso Bonfante, like it is spelled on the title of the video. And yes, he is the Antichrist. But basically, he's a narcissist as well. And I've been talking to this man on the phone about every day for the past 7 years. And I found out that he's a narcissist. And I know all his games and tricks and tactics. Um, there's no nice in a narcissist. They're liars. They waste your time. And you think you're getting away with something, and you're not, because they don't let. They just want to use you for your time, and they don't want to give nothing back. What this narcissist has done to me has been um, it came to me as a friend, came to me as someone who had a lot in common with me when I was single for 2 years at first, because me and my boyfriend broke up. So I was single for 2 years. I almost committed suicide because I was single for 2 years. But thanks be to God in heaven for intervening and telling me not to do it, or else I would go to hell. So I'm glad God showed up to tell me the truth, because I didn't want to go to hell. So I'm glad I didn't commit suicide, because I don't want to go to hell, you know? So it's a good thing God showed up. I'm a Christian. I believe in God, you know? And I'm glad God told me the truth. And so now I know the truth. And the truth is, one truth is, if you kill yourself, you'll go to hell. So don't kill yourself. Okay? Unless you're the Antichrist. Then you can go kill yourself. Okay? Anyway, this video is a remembrance of how my narcissist, Rodrigo Alonso Bonfante, spelled like it is spelled in the title of this video. He came to me as a friend at my lowest point, and then we became really good friends over the phone. And, you know, he lied about everything. You know how narcissists are. He did the same thing to me, except luckily I didn't travel for him. Or else we would have met and I would have moved in with him. And I'm glad I didn't do that, because he's a dangerous person. Okay? And I really need to move on in my life. So he really just needs to quit calling my phone. Sometimes friendships that break up, it can hurt. Relationship breakups can hurt. Friendships breakups can hurt, and stuff like that. But eventually the pain goes away, especially if it wasn't an intimate relationship. That's if you stay away from that person. Okay, so this Rodrigo needs to stay away from me. He went and bought me a new wave oven. When was it? Yesterday. And every time he buys me something, it wasn't even expensive. It was like 70, 80 bucks on sale. And every time he buys me something, he dumps me. right after he buys me something, you know? And then he said, then like we'll break up and he'll like get back together with me like a month or two later. Because they always say in narcissism, well, I've done read up on it, I've done learned about it. And they say that when you're narcissist, um, they say when you're narcissist, when he dumps you or discards you, it's because he's cheating. So that's what he's doing. So I don't want nothing to do with him anymore. And I told him that before. Don't come back. Don't come back to my life again. But yet he keeps coming back because he knows I'm lonely. And he comes back. And it's because he's not lonely. Any man that's that lonely would have been with me. But he never was with me. You get it? He never would leave his castle, his house in Miami to be with me. Because he has somebody else already. And he's just a liar, and um, he needs to stop calling me. So whenever you get bored, don't call me because I'm moving on. I want somebody real. Matter of fact, I don't need any guy. I don't need any man. I'm trying to work on myself anyways. Work on growing up more, maturing, and all you're doing is holding me back. That's all you are doing. I am a beautiful girl. And you're mad because you know I'm beautiful. And you're never going to have me. So you might as well go have sex with your prostitutes or your mother or whatever and leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with you anymore. I'm going to play a song about narcissism. I don't know the lyrics, but I know the lyrics. I just can't sing them because it's too fast. Okay? And you and your mama, yeah. Go have sex with your mama, okay? Let your mom lick your ass. Because I damn sure ain't going to.
Dear mama's boy, I know you've had your butt licked by your mother. I know you enjoyed all that attention from her, and every woman grace with your presence after. Dear narcissist boy, I know you've never really apologized for anything. I know you've never really taken responsibility. I know you've never really listened to a woman. Dear me show boy, I know you're not really into conflict resolution, or seeing both sides of every equation, or having an uninterrupted conversation. And any talk of happiness, and any talk of connectedness, and any talk of resolving this leaves you running for the door. Why do I try to love you? Try to love me when you really don't want me to. Why do I try to love you? Try to love you when you really don't want me to. Dear egotist boy, you've never really had to suffer any consequence. You never stayed with anyone longer than 10 minutes. You never understand and you want your resistance. Dear popular boy, I know you're used to getting everything so easily. A stranger to the concept of reciprocity. People aren't wise like you in this society. And any talk of selflessness, and any talk of working at this, and any talk of being of service leaves you running for the door. Why do I try to help you? Try to help me when you really don't want me to. Why do I try to help you? Try to help me when you really don't want me to. Back to the women who dance the dance. You go back to your friends who will lick your ass. And you go back to ignoring all the rest of us. And you go back to the center of your universe. Dear self-centered boy, I don't know why I still feel affected by you. I've never lasted very long with someone like you. I never did, although I have to admit I wanted to. Dear magnetic boy, you've never been with anyone who doesn't take your shit. You've never been with anyone who dared to call you on it. Wonder how you'd be if someone were to call you on it. And any talk of willingness and any talk of both feet and any talk of commitment leaves you running for the door. Why do I try to change you? Try to take you when you really don't want me to. Why do I try to change you? Try to change you when you really don't want me to. Back to the rhythm and we'll dance the dance. And you go back to your friends who will lick your ass. And you go back to being so oblivious. And you go back to the center of the universe.
That's a narcissistic song about a narcissist. And that makes a lot of sense. You just got to read all of the lyrics on it. But I don't want nothing to do with Rodrigo Alonso Bonfante anymore. He keeps coming back, and I don't want nothing to do with him. So I have he's like a life coach, and one of my favorites. His name is Mars Coaching. Um, so let's see if this guy's got any videos. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so this is one of my favorite life coaches. His name is Mars Coaching, spelled DEMARS, and then coaching. He's very smart, and he's probably one of the best um, uh, life coaches when it comes to narcissism. He seems to know more. He really enlightened my eyes about narcissism. Okay, so let's see what he has to say about why.
Hello everyone, thank you for
We wanna
joining
know
me for
why.
today's video. Today I want to talk about being discarded by a narcissist and how painful it is and what it means. I want to talk about different reasons why they do this, and this is to help you heal from this. Things that hurt us like this emotionally typically means we don't quite understand it. Just like little children, you know how bad and damaging divorce can be to a little child. And without the child really understanding the truth of why their parents are getting a divorce, they internalize it. It means I'm a bad person. It must be because of me. And this is a very similar situation. When someone that we give too much of ourselves to and commit and invest everything throws us away like a piece of garbage. The term discard is that, right? We discard garbage, not human beings. And remember this, everybody out there, so that we don't ever do this to somebody else. I hear people, and I see down in the comment section, sometimes people say, I discarded my narcissist. I discarded my borderline. And, try to realize that how you treat people says a lot about who you are. And that may not feel very good. And remember this in the future, how bad it hurts, and make sure we don't do it to anyone else. Narcissists don't see human beings for who we really are. They don't value it. They don't value emotional connection.
They don't
and
value
exploit
me.
us like objects. And when they leave us or throw us away, that's what they're doing, just like an object, isn't it?
Yeah.
This hurts bad, doesn't it, everyone? That's why you're watching this video, because of how bad it hurts. And it causes shame. I'm a bad person. And that is why closure is so important when we end relationships. What is closure? The truth. Okay? And the truth will help us heal from pain. When you break up with somebody, we're offering closure, and that's telling the person why and being very honest. In other words, there is nothing that can hurt more.
Hey, you fast forwarded my video, so I'm going to have to rewind it because you're jealous because I like him.
Video because of how bad it hurts, and it causes shame. I'm a bad person, and that is why closure is so important when we end relationships. What is closure? The truth. Okay? And the truth will help us heal from pain. When you break up with somebody, we're offering closure, and that's telling the person why and being very honest. In other words, there is nothing that can hurt more when we leave somebody than lying to them and telling them something that's not true, or telling them nothing at all and leave them stand there, gone, ended. There's nothing that can hurt more than that. There is no other honest reasons that can hurt as much as that. Okay? So when you break up with somebody, it's okay to tell them or have reasons and tell them the reasons, like, I'm not attracted to you anymore. I don't want to be intimate with you anymore. I don't value this relationship anymore. I'm interested in somebody else. These things hurt. Ending relationships usually causes some pain. But we can accept, I hope we can accept these truths, because these truths don't mean I'm a bad person. But being left not knowing why will tend to have our brains come to that conclusion on our own. Or the narcissist tells you you're a bad person. That's not true. He's lying. So these lies hurt, and not telling hurts way more than anything truthful. And if you value honesty and respect and loyalty, even when we end a relationship, be honest. Tell the truth, okay? You know how bad this hurts now, not knowing. You will not get this truth or this closure from the narcissist, but you can give it to yourself, okay? You can give this to yourself, and that's the truth, okay? So I came up with 5 different reasons why the narcissist discards people, will discard you. Some of these might be obvious. I hope some of these might be new for you. 1 or 2. Lots of narcissists may have fear of abandonment, okay? And it really plays into their status, right? Of failure and, who broke with who, right? Wasn't that just, that was so important. I remember in grade school, 9, 10, 11, 12, we start kind of having, we kind of start having little boyfriends and girlfriends, not necessarily dating, or not going on dates. But I remember when I was in school, the thing to do was to walk up to somebody and say, will you go with me? Right? Will you go out with me? And they say, yes, okay, now we're boyfriend, girlfriend, right? And that was interesting to other students, right? Oh, who's dating who, who's dating? But a big thing was who broke up with who, right? That really mattered when we were little kids, didn't it?
Really,
and it really matters with narcissists. I've had women who I have left relationships, I've ended relationships with, somehow get me to take them back just to break up with me. Say, okay, you did it this time, okay. It matters to them. They're different than most of you watching. So, fear of abandonment issues. A lot of narcissists have fear of abandonment. They don't want to be the one that's broken up with. They want to be the person that broke up to the person. So feels you will discard them first, feels that you will end the relationship, feels you will leave them. And this doesn't mean it's true. It could be perceived abandonment, a very borderline trait. But narcissists can feel this way too. Very, very common. They'll break up with you first, leave you first, be able to tell people I broke up with them. That's the first one. Second one, the victim no longer agrees, accepts, gives, enables, or unconditionally cares any longer. You're of no more use to them. They can't exploit you for what they want from you. They don't care who you are at all. They care what you are, and that's what you do. You make them feel good. You pay for everything. You give them sex when they want. You're the only one that stands around and takes all their rage and violence. Things like this, okay? No longer do you do that anymore.
Right.
They have no use for you. Number 3, the victim sees the narcissist for who they really are, which makes the narcissist feels exposed. It's like holding a mirror up to them. They totally reject themselves. They hate themselves, and they won't have anything to do with themselves. You're not going along with the illusion. This is me. You no longer see that anymore. There's so many different terms. The fog has lifted. The rose-tinted glasses came off, and you see them for the pathetic little child that they are, and they feel exposed. Their pride is threatened. Their status, their self-appointed status is being threatened. You are saying, look, you really are that little piece of crap that you hate. And they reject that, and they will reject you, okay? Number 4, fourth reason. When the victim needs the narcissist the most, when you need them the most, when you're down,
Right.
when you're suicidal, when you're sick, having surgery, when you no longer can do everything on your own and you really need them, that's when they might discard you. I have seen repeatedly, narcissists, people with narcissistic personality disorder, discard their wives or husbands after 30 years of marriage. Why? Cancer. Day of surgery. Just awful. I mean, just you can't just wait. Yeah. They cannot assume responsibility. They cannot take accountability. They will not be there for other people. That makes them vulnerable. They won't do it. You need me? Gone. Last, this is the big one. When the narcissist finds a new victim that is somehow superior in appearance or style, not who you are. This isn't a shame. This isn't a bad person. It's what we are, and that's not who we are inside. It's what we are outside. Your job, your family, your status, your rank, style and appearance, pretty, sexy,
Why? Because I put on
hot.
makeup today?
People want you. That's valuable to them. That helps their status, okay? So they get really focused on this, and they'll tell you, be careful of people that don't stop telling you and admiring your identity. You're so beautiful, you're so pretty, you're so tall, you're so sexy, you're so handsome, you do that so well, the way you move your hands and the way you speak, and I love your voice and your hair and your eyes and your skin and your nails and your clothes and your smell. That's not who you are. That's not who you are. And if that's what they value, that will fade.
He don't value nothing about
No
it.
matter what. Think of something really cool that you liked when you were a child. Girls, maybe it's a pretty outfit or a pretty fragrance or a pretty candle, or or guys too might be a little tiny cool object or a paperweight
And I know
or a piece of
beautiful when I
artwork,
wanna
something
be.
you thought was so beautiful. You stare at that long enough, it just isn't quite as beautiful as it used to be. It fades. And everything on the outside fades, whether it's money, status, sex, drugs, alcohol, smells, and everything fades. And there's always, always, always somebody better looking, smarter, better job, makes more money, everybody likes more. And so they think you're so amazing, right? In looks, body, hair, jewelry, status at work or in society or social groups or family. They think you're so great, and then they find someone better. Narcissistic people reject themselves.
They're just newer.
Who they really are. And some of the things they really are is the way they feel about you, about the time they spent with you, about the mistakes they've made with you. And when they find somebody else that they think is better than you, not who you are, just better looking or cooler or taller, whatever it is, could be anything in that narcissist's mind. When they find someone better that likes them, they're disgusted with themselves. Just like they're disgusted with everything else about them, their own self. They're disgusted that they were so attracted to you. They feel ashamed and guilty about their own self, their own feelings, things like this. They can't believe it. I'm so much better. Look at the person I'm with now. That's a big reason why narcissists discard you. For all the reasons they told you what they liked about you, is all the reasons they'll discard you for somebody else better. Or somebody else fulfilled that position that you had.
Better? There's no one better than me.
You can think of objects all day long and use them as metaphors, examples.
When it comes to
a nice brand new
I look bad right now. Look at my makeup.
2021
I'm trying to wipe it off.
Red sports car with that brand new smell and brand new shiny paint job and chrome.
Yeah.
And everything works perfect. The engine purrs. It stops on a dime. Everybody loves it. Everybody's envious of you. But then what? Then what? How many years does it take for that paint job fades before the car doesn't run as smooth?
Oh, 10 years.
Before little things break. Then you go trade it in for a 2025 in 4 years. And it's so much better. Who cares about the old car? Get away from me. God, I never used to drive that. No. I've always been a Mercedes person. My old car, who cares? It wasn't a Mercedes. I don't even want to talk about it. That's you. That's what they've done with you. So, know the truth. I hope, what I was hoping for is this offers some truth, offers some closure. Okay? And keep doing it. Keep doing it yourself. Keep learning and understanding the truth. And the truth feels better.
They're gold diggers.
When you come up with things that are wrong, they hurt. They feel bad. I'm a bad person. That's why they got rid of me. That's what they said too. I'm a horrible person. Dissect that.
I discarded
Understand it. Talk about it with somebody you trust so they can give you the truth back, some feedback.
Anymore.
Okay? These are things I do with my clients that can be very extremely difficult to do alone. So I hope all of you that are in this boat that feel like this, that were discarded by people you were committed to and invested with, and you don't know why and you don't understand it and it hurts. Heal from this. Understand.
I discarded him.
Talk to somebody. Learn the truth. Okay, guys? Thank you.
He made me.
Any other suggestions? Any other reasons they discard you? That's not all of them. I came out with 5 top ones that I think are the top reasons.
Right. And
Go
I
down
don't want
below.
him coming back.
Come up with new reasons why they discard you. Come up
back.
with how they discarded you. I'd love to hear all that. I'll give feedback. Ask me any questions you want.
always
Okay.
comes back.
Thanks, guys. Hope this helped. Let me know. Give me some feedback. And always love yourself first. Bye-bye.
Don't come back to me again.